Hey, what's up, y'all? So ARENAVINCENT back up in here, exploring life like always. You know it's time for 2026 NBA playoffs, round 3 or conference finals round. Basically, this is the round that determines winner of this round goes in to play for the championship for the 2025-2026 NBA season, 2026 NBA playoffs, all right? So, as you know, I did do my round 2 picks, so I'm going to give you my results, then I'm going to give you my round 3 picks, and we'll go from there. All right, so round 2 pick results and thoughts. First, on the East, I did choose the New York Knicks over the Philadelphia 76ers. I got that pick correct. The Knicks came out and dominated, destroyed the 76ers. I don't know what happened with, I didn't look it up. I should have looked it up before I did the video, but I don't know what happened with Nick Nurse, the head coach of the 76ers. I don't know if he had a death in the family or he was dealing with something, because I think he was dealing with something personal or family related. So that can distract a lot of things, especially game planning and all that. But the New York Knicks did what they had to do, destroying the 76ers. They had to go out and do all that, but they did show their dominance. They swept the 76ers, I believe, in 4 games. So they took it home. So they've been getting basically almost a week of rest. So I got that pick correct. Again, I didn't get to watch this game. I maybe listened to some of it here and there, but this is dominance on the Knicks part. And if I think they're going to get OG Anunoby, the ex-Raptor, I think they're going to get him back from injury or rest. So most likely they're going to be even more dominant. Let's see if the rust doesn't hurt them. But, it is what it is. But they're moving on to the conference finals. So I got that pick right. Next in the East, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Detroit Pistons. That went all the way to a Game 7. Game 7 was last night, Sunday. Time of recording right now, it is Monday morning, West Coast time, about 4 a.m., like 3:45 in the morning. I work nights, all right? So let's do that. So I had the Detroit Pistons defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers. That did not happen. I got that pick wrong. Cleveland did what they had to do. I don't know if you can say, did Detroit drop the ball? Who knows? Again, Cade Cunningham, I think what he played right and whatever. I think with Detroit, I heard some of the experts on the radio say, somebody who's watching is I guess some of the guys just did not show up. You know what I mean? So you got to have players to show up no matter who it is. To me, my philosophy in a playoff basketball is you got to have your superstar at least do 30 to 35 points per game. And somebody else, semi-stars, a bench guy, they have to show up with either 20, 25 points per game. Or again, you have to have at least three players in the 20-point range at least to help. To me, that was my opinion. I can break it down even more, but that's the way I look at it. So I guess they could not get it done. Cleveland did what they have to do. They're moving on, and I got that pick wrong. Let's go into the West. The Western Conference, as you know, I did choose the Los Angeles Lakers to upset the Oklahoma City Thunder. They could not get it done. They could not get out of their way. I'm going to keep it real with the Lakers, man. Fuck the Lakers ownership, the main owner now, the new owner, fuck them. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You want to make your money on doing what you want to do, fuck you. But anyway, as a fan of the Lakers just couldn't do what they had to do. And I don't give a fuck, it's Luka's team. We all know that. Where the fuck is Luka at? Fucking injured in the playoffs. He can't do nothing. You know what I mean? So your availability is how vulnerable, how valuable you are. So I know it's Luka's team. I know it's the future of the Lakers because they traded for him and all that. But where the fuck was he at? Injured. And again, you can't prevent injuries. I understand that. Luka did make it to the finals when he was with Dallas, so he can prove that he can play in the playoffs and all that. But he was not there. LeBron can't do it all on his own, even though he's LeBron James. Lakers missing shots, bitching about the fucking foul calls and all that, but you can't. A team, again, to me, in my opinion, basketball is what you do at the end. Of course, you don't want to go down 60 points and it's halftime and you're down 60 points. That's something different. But it's how you finish the game. Damn, the Lakers even had in game 4? Yeah, in game 4, the Lakers had a damn fucking lead, like 5-point lead with like 10 minutes left. I mean, I know that's not a big lead, but come on, man. And then all the time, OKC does what they got to do and fucking just either rushes at the end or gets the calls they need or whatever the fuck you want to say. Disappointment, but it is what it is. Remember, the Lakers didn't even belong there anyway. All the shit talking coming out again, but it is what it is. They got eliminated. They got that pick wrong. We'll see what LeBron wants to do. We'll see what the Lakers do. but it is what it is. OKC is moving on to the conference finals. And then last but not least, I got this pick wrong as well. I had the upset the Timberwolves over the San Antonio Spurs. It did not happen. But what that series showed me is if you can get to Wembanyama, you can get to him. I'm talking about 90s ball basketball, which is not the type of basketball being played. If he wants to throw those elbows, remember, he is tall. Some motherfuckers who want to defend what he did are saying he's just too tall, so he doesn't know where his elbows are going. You know what I mean? So he probably didn't mean to hit that guy in the head, in the face. He probably wanted to hit him in the chest. But it is what it is. You can go and do that. Wembanyama is learning. He's a young guy. He's probably learning how to deal with all the extra physicality down there. So if he doesn't like that, if you can foul him out, whatever you want. But just play basketball. You know, play good defensive basketball. You already know who the star is on that team. But the San Antonio Spurs got it done, eliminating the Timberwolves, and they're moving on. So I got that pick wrong. So I only got one pick right, and I got 3 picks wrong. So I went 1 for 3 in round 2. All right, so let's get the picks done. Let's get around. Conference finals picks. The Western Conference between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. I know I saw a map. I saw those maps. I don't know if it's true, but they're saying everybody in the United States is rooting for the Spurs, and only Oklahoma is rooting for some of those states maps and shit where they always like who's rooting for who in America or whatever. And only Oklahoma is rooting for Oklahoma City. You know, as we know, SGA won the MVP again, back-to-back MVP-er. Honestly, man, I know they're young kids, so it's kind of funny. And the SGA, he got some reputation for looking for fouls. Not cool, but it's a smart thing, not the wise thing to do. I'm going to go ahead and take the Oklahoma City Thunder to defeat the San Antonio Spurs and move on to the finals. Once again, Oklahoma City Thunder to defeat the Spurs and move on to the NBA Finals. That's what I got. I think it might go 7. You know, just like when the Thunder was in the finals last year and it went all the way to 7. I think it might go to 7 because but I believe Oklahoma City will get it done. I'm taking the Thunder over the Spurs. In the Eastern Conference, man, it's the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm taking the New York Knicks to defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers and move on to the NBA Finals. That's why I'm taking the Knicks. I don't know if they're going to be unstoppable with that crazy offense, but I believe the Knicks are only getting better with that rest. They're only getting more guys on. James Harden on the Cavaliers, he's on and off. He can be hot. He can be cold. I'm taking the New York Knicks to defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers and move on to the NBA Finals. So my NBA Finals matchup will be New York Knicks taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's it. That's all. That's who I'm getting. Once again, in the Western Conference Finals, I'm taking the Oklahoma City Thunder over the Spurs. And in the Eastern Conference Final, I'm taking the New York Knicks over the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's it. That's all, man. As always, thank you for exploring the arena we call life for your homie, Arena Vincent. Vincent365 Production. Do give me a like, give me a share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Link in the description to all the social medias down there. And then also comment section. Who do you got? What's your opinion? That's what the comment section's for. And that's it. That's all. NBA Conference Finals 2026. East, I'm taking the Knicks. In the West, I'm taking the Oklahoma City Thunder. Peace.